Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in the modern, standard, and legacy formats. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the Crocodile MTG channel, and we hope you enjoyed today's video. We're going to be drafting some Throne of Eldraine today. We're going to go ahead and play in the ranked. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We are going to be using gems probably for the first part, using coins as much as we can. So we have a Return of the Wild Speaker in this pack. We have a Fairy Vandal, and we have a Sir Eleonora, which is also a pretty good card. We also have Elite Hunter and a couple adventure cards in here, and Ginger Cabin. This pack overall looks pretty solid. Green seems like a pretty powerful card, however, so we can draft the non-human deck in splashing green, or we can take the Fairy Vandal here and attempt to we can take the Fairy Vandal here and attempt to go into the draw 2 cards a turn game plan. I think the non-human plan is a little stronger. Here we have Baked into a Pie in this pack. Pretty good removal spell. We have Oakenheim Adversary as well, which is a decent card, especially if you're playing against opposing green. It's also a non-human card. I think it's just going to be Baked into a Pie, though. Here we have Revenge of Raven. If we're going into more of a green-black build, I think Revenge of Raven's great. It's honestly a really powerful card for limited, especially against a lot of the go-wide strategies. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take Revenge. We have a Witch's Cottage here, which isn't terrible. Not too much on the forefront of the green. We do have a Lucky Clover, though, and there are some really good black-green adventure cards. I think I'm going to take the Clover here. Here we have Elite Hunter, Beloved Princess. We have a Barrow Witch, but it is a human. We also have Smitten Swordmaster, which honestly isn't a bad card. So we're probably going to end up taking a human here. I think I'd rather have the Smitten Swordmaster after picking up the Lucky Clover. Alright, so Spirit Knight, that's a non-human in black. But honestly, our green is not very heavy at the moment. So we could move into more of a black-white adventure, or black, really any color adventure. I'm not seeing anything super powerful from the white cards here, which as well is pretty good, especially if you're playing blue and able to use the draw 2 ability. I think I'm going to go ahead and take Lost Legion here, though, because we're already pretty heavy black, and it is a little bit of card advantage in the form of scrying. Here, I'm going to take the Lonesome Unicorn, I think, in case we start moving into white and making more of a black-white adventure deck. Lashes of the Thorns wouldn't be bad as just a pump spell. It also acts as a removal spell sometimes if you're just chump blocking. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Lonesome Unicorn. Yeah, white looks like it's starting to get more open, but right there is a Veil Treefolk. So this is one of the more powerful adventure. It's debatable, but it's a pretty powerful adventure. We also have Ginger Brute, which we can draft a pretty aggressive deck with Ginger Brute. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Troon Veil, though. Alright, here we have Silver Flame Squire. We have a Youthful Knight, both which are good if we move into the white package. We also have a Gingerbread Cabin, which isn't bad if we move into the green. I think I'm going to go ahead and take Silver Flame here, though. Alright, Shambling Suit. I don't feel like that fits into this deck in particular. I think we want to just take the Forbidden Fruit here as a draw spell. We have Memory Theft here, which isn't a bad card. Sometimes it's a 2-for-1 because you can grab an adventure card out of your opponent's exile and put it into the graveyard. We also have Beloved Princess, which is a pretty good uncommon. It's a common. Pretty good common, especially if we can pump it up with things like True Unveil. I think I'm going to just take the Memory Theft here, though. Here, I think I'm just going to take the Lashes of Thorns. We will take the Drawbridge, and we end up with the Beloved Princess. Alright, Mirror Maid here isn't very good for draft. Here's another Lucky Clover, which is really good. But we also have Order of Midnight here. I almost want to take the Lucky Clover and then push into more of an aggressive adventure deck, but the Order of Midnight's really good. It's really good against like getting back some of these adventure cards after they die. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Lucky Clover here, though. I think that's the more powerful of the two cards. Here we have another Lonesome Unicorn, especially if we're going to the white package. Here's another True Unveil, though. We also have the blue card Animating Fairy, which is an adventure card, but we're not playing blue really, so I don't think we want that one. I think we're gonna go ahead and take the Lonesome Unicorn here and move into more of a white package, just because I think we have a little bit more supportive white cards. Is that my final answer? I'm debating here. We also have Kenris Transformation. Yeah, I think we have to go with what's open, or what seems a little more open, and it seems like the white is hosting a little bit better. Plus, we can get an early game and pretty aggressive. The green cards end up going a little later. So here we have a Youthful Knight. Again, green starting to look a little better. We have a Shrieking Spectre Shriek here. I don't think that's one we're going to want. I think we're going to go ahead and take the Keeper. I know at this point we do have some... I guess we don't have as many human spells as I thought we did. We have a couple in the early, but let's go ahead and take Keeper. Maybe green is open enough to play. In which case I would have wanted the True Unveil or the removal spell last turn. Here's another Lucky Clover, which is kind of insane that we're even seeing that. And another Revenge of Ravens. I think we just have to take the Revenge of Ravens here. I think it's too good and an uncommon to pass up. Oh, and the Order of Midnight. I'm not sure if that came all the way back around, but it's definitely one we're going to want to pick up here. And we have the powerful Carver here, who can give one of our creatures +2/+2, but if we have a Lucky Clover down, it's +4/+4 for 2 mana, which isn't bad. We also have a Lost Legion, which again is pretty good in the black color as kind of just a way to modify the top of our library to figure out exactly what we need. So here again is kind of where I have to look at the cards I'm working with and seeing what's the more powerful color here, green or white. Black is definitely our base, but I really don't think I want to go into a 3-color deck. I think the mana gets too risky, especially in this format. We definitely have some powerful green cards. I think I'm going to go with the Carver and hopefully push into that. Alright, Giant Beanstalk here is definitely a great adventure spell. Here's another Memory Theft. I think we're going to go ahead into the Acolyte, though. We might be able to play 1 or 2 of these white cards, but I don't think we want like Squire or Beloved Princess. I could see maybe playing the Lonesome Unicorns, but again, mana gets a little tricky in this format. Here, I think we want the Giant Skewer. We also might want the Forever Young. I think Forever Young might actually be more powerful, especially if we're cutting white. I'm going to move Lonesome Unicorn out real quick and just see what our deck ends up looking like. So the Transformation Wield, which is an okay removal spell if you're against a big creature. Truant Veil, though, does fit into our deck a little bit, giving that boost, especially for 4 mana, and possibly double or triple with Lucky Clovers. Definitely favorable, but because Kenrith is an uncommon, I'm going to go ahead and take that there. We're going to go ahead and take Witch's Cottage since we're pretty heavy black. Alright, there's another Truant Veil. Once and Future. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Put it on top of your put one on top of your library. Alright, put one of the target cards from your graveyard on top of your library. Exile once upon the future. Or if you pay green, you get the cards in your hand. I think I'm going to go ahead and take once on the future. Once and Future. Merfolk Secret Keeper. That's not one we need. I guess I just take the Witch's Cottage here then. True Love's Kiss. Ooh, we got a Wildborn Preserver. I don't see anything. That Stalker isn't bad. The Kenrith's not bad, but I think we just have to take the Preserver here. Dance of the Manse. That's a pretty good card. I don't think that's what we want here. I think we want Baked into a Pie. I could also see looking at Paladin or also the Acolyte for mana fixing. We're not really in a food deck, so I don't think we really want the Bog Naughty here. I think I'm going to go ahead and take Baked into a Pie. Alright, this pack is pretty weak for what we're playing. This is a best of 1 format, so we don't need sideboard cards like Return to Nature. I don't really see anything we're going to want. I think I'm just going to take Overwhelm and throw it in our side. Ooh, Stormfist Crusader. That's a good card, but we're not playing black. We have another Baked into a Pie, which is kind of insane that we have 3 now. This is one of the best, I think, removal spells in the format. I'm going to have to take it. I kind of want Storm Crusader just to have it, but... here's a Lockwood Paladin, which isn't bad. We have another Carver, which is pretty good. We have a Witch, but I don't want too many of these because they end up coming in tap sometimes, and sometimes that messes with your mana base. I think Paladin is good enough that I want Paladin, but this does fit into our overall game plan a little better. But I think for 4 mana, this is like 6 mana. I think I'm going to take Paladin here. I think it's good enough to take. Plus, we have another Carver now. Here's Tournament Grounds, but I don't think we need it in our green black deck. I think the pick here is just probably Carver. Here's another Foreboding Fruit, and here's also Reaper Knight, though. I think I'm going to take Reaper Knight because that's really messed with me occasionally when I'm playing Throne of Eldraine Limited. Nothing in white here. We're going to take the Wolf's Prairie, but I don't think we're going to end up playing it, so I'm going to just throw it in our side. Here's another Memory Theft. I don't know if we're going to play the first one we grabbed, so I don't know if we're going to play the second. Didn't Say Please is in this pack, which is a fine counterspell. We have a Goyle. Again, I'm just going to... I guess I take Tournament Grounds and just throw it in our side. Nothing we really wanted in that pack. Here's another Paladin. I think that's good enough to take. Could just move into a mono black deck, splashing a couple green cards. Outflank is fine. Fling is fine. Throw it on your side. Crystal Slippers. Roving Keeper isn't bad. Here's a Mana Fixer, but I don't think that's one we want. I'll take it just to see, but I don't think we will. We'll take Witch's Cottage. We'll see if we end up playing all three. All right, moving into deck building. I'm just kind of glancing through real quick what we're actually working with. I don't think I want to play the Memory Theft in this deck. Getting 2 Revenger Ravens is really powerful, especially in black. That card's just insane, and not a lot of people are going to be running enchantment removal in best of 1. I don't think we want the Scarecrow. We do have Carver, which does fit into the overall game plan, but it's not super powerful. Another thing you have to remember with these adventure cards is, even though, like, for example, Tree Folk is a 6-drop, you're not ever playing it on 6 the first time. You're always going to be playing it for 4 mana. So it does lower your curve a little bit, even if you have stuff like Beanstalk Giant, Reaper of the Night, and Tree Folk. Your overall converting mana cost of your deck ends up a little skewed because it's not taking into consideration the adventure side of the card. I think Return of the Speaker is fine. Keeper of the Fable is good. Once and Future. I'm kind of half and half on the Carver, because what we're trying to do is mainly go non-human plus adventure. But I know we have a couple humans as our early drops, which I think is fine for the most part. All right, I do think I'm going to end up cutting Carver here. I don't think it's good enough for our overall game plan. I think we have enough adventure cards other places that we don't have to do it. We also have quite a bit of recursion, so I don't know if I want Once and Future. I'm going to go ahead and leave it, though. I think I'm going to cut Lash of Thorns here, and I think we need to cut one more card overall. I think Crashing Drawbridge is okay, but I don't know if it actually fits into this because we're just trying to go big. We're not trying to be like super aggressive. So I think Drawbridge is going to be our last cut. 3 Baked Into a Pies is pretty good for our removal. Again, Reaper of the Night, and then we do have quite a few adventure cards still. And we do have a little bit of a Knights package in board, so I'm not going to cut something like Smitten Swordmaster because I think the Curry Favor is actually pretty good on the card. Being able to gain even just a little bit of life can swing things in our favor. Alright, we're going to go ahead and lock this in and go to our first match. I think right before this I'm going to grab a drink, so hold on everyone, I will be right back. Alright everyone, we are back and we are going to jump into game number 1. I grabbed a drink real quick, so I apologize for any delay. And let's go ahead and jump into it. Thank you all so much for watching today. I appreciate you being here. Thank you all so much, and please hit that like and subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're not and you want to participate in our live streams, head over to twitch.tv/crocodilemtg and join the channel there as well. We are against Mr. Horizon. Mr. or Mrs., I apologize. We are against Horizon. This hand has a Lucky Clover, a Revenge of Ravens, and a Baked Into a Pie. I don't think I can toss this back. We have to rely on the top of our deck a little bit for some creatures, but I think overall this is a pretty decent hand. Hopefully they're just not an aggressive deck. Alright, it doesn't look like they are. Green's a little bit slower, so... Ooh, green-red. So we are going to play Lucky Clover here. We could have played Preserver next turn, but I don't want to get it down early because I want to boost it as quickly as I can. Alright, here's Lucky Clover. Alright, let's go ahead and... Do we want to draw 2 here? We end up with 7 cards in hand. Yeah, we'll draw 2. Alright, we are a little bit unlucky to not find our 4th land. So hopefully we don't get mana screwed here, and hopefully we can find it. And there it is, very timely. I think I'm going to go ahead. Do I just hold up? I probably hold up Baked Into a Pie. Maybe I go ahead and take a damage here. Now we probably want to tempo our opponent, so we probably just want to leave baked into a pie. That's the thing about this green deck, is I feel like we drafted a little bit more of a black-green tempo deck than we did a... Alright, we're going to go ahead and baked into a pie here. I don't think anything instant speed gives anything indestructible, so... Okay, so they're going to draw 3. So they also have a Garruk Wild Speaker. Return of the Wild Speaker, I apologize. Alright, so looking at our hand now, I think I want to go ahead and play the Revenge of Ravens, just with the board state the way it is. They probably, if they play a land next turn, they probably played the Giant. And if they do, that's fine. I think I just baked into a pie it. Oh, okay, they're going more of an aggressive route. I mean, that's fine as well. I do want to wait the play. What the heck? Okay. I missaw. I thought they... What is this? Whenever it attacks or blocks if you control another non-human. Okay, that makes sense. So here we can... Once Upon a Time, but I don't think that's something we want to do at the moment. Oh, it's an instant as well? That's kind of insane. I don't think we play anything here. I think we just pass the turn back. We have baked into a pie for anything they play. Then we can follow up with once in future if we need to. So our opponent's going to swing in here. Our Revenge of Raven's going to buy us some points. And we're going to go ahead and baked into a pie. It sucks we have to use it on a 5/5, but we do have this once in future. So I'm hoping that buys us a little bit of time. Yeah, they play the Giant here, which is a little concerning. Alright, so we can make 2 mana here with Acolyte. Alright, I gotta make sure I do this correctly. So Acolyte, we want to make green. Because we want to play once in future. We want one more green and a black, I guess. And we want to grab baked into a pies here. Pay Adamant. Now we have our Flash Wolf if we need to. It sucks we have to use it as a jump blocker. But I don't think it's terrible here. What happens if I just gain 3 as well? I guess they're swinging for quite a bit. I guess this being a gain 8 is pretty good. Oh, maybe they have a removal spell. I guess I should have been careful about that. They might have got me here. Deal 5 damage, deal 3 to me. Oh, they did. Exact damage. I should have just gained the 3 life. Well, that's unfortunate. I was not expecting that there. Alright, let's keep a little bit more of a tempo-y hands that actually have creatures in them. I was not expecting them to just deal 15 there. Not even deal 15. It was deal 15 on top of me gaining 2 life. Alright, this is a little bit more tempo-y. We're going to go ahead and play the Witch's Cottage. Not tempo-y, but more creature-y, I guess is what I'm saying. Alright, we can also... We're going to turn to Wolf, probably. And then we can turn 3 Legion because of Acolyte. So we'll pass the turn. We're against a white deck here. Hopefully it's not blue-based. And hopefully we don't just get milled. Because milling is pretty unfortunate. I do want to remind everyone that we are on YouTube, so go check us out at youtube.com/crocodilemtg. And thank you so much if you're here on Twitch. I don't think I want to play Wild Preserver right now because of the first striker. We're going to go ahead and make black. And we'll go ahead and play Lost Legion. We'll get the Scry 2 here. Kinda want Reaper, but not really. Like, Reaper's one of those cards that's annoying, but not great. We'll probably just end up playing Acolyte next turn and playing the Witch's Cottage for no value. Hopefully they don't have a boost spell here for the Youthful Knight. If they swing in, I'll probably just take the 2 in case they do have a removal spell. Alright, we actually drew a Swamp here, so do I want to... Am I swinging in here, I guess is the question. I guess we kind of go bigger later in the game, so I don't think I want to swing in here. I'm going to go ahead and play the Witch's Cottage because we don't really have anything to get back at the moment. And then next turn I can play the Swamp and actually Adamant the Paladin. So that's not overall terrible. Just trying to get the most value out of my mana. And if I played the Swamp, I'm not playing the Paladin, so there's really no point. And next turn I can also Paladin hold up Preserver in case we want it. And there's a Paladin of our opponent's own. Oh, and here we have a Fable. So... Fable's not bad here at all. Human, non-human... Yeah, I think I'd play the Fabled Keeper here. If they swing in with the Paladin, I think I just take the damage. And then we can swing back with quite a bit of damage, especially with Wild Speaker. Alright, they have a Revenge of Ravens also. Again, a very good card. So I think this is actually pretty... Oh, we drew a Baked into a Pile also. I was going to say, I feel like this is a pretty favorable attack, but now it's even more favorable. I think I'm going to go ahead and Baked into a Pile this Paladin. I'm going to hold up Wild Speaker, or Wildborn Preserver, and I'm going to go ahead and swing in with the Keeper and the Lost. And we are going to get the draw card here. So even though we take 2, it's fine. So they could Youthful Knight and block the Keeper if they wanted to, and really not take any damage because of this Raven, but... Alright, they choose to take the damage here. We are drawing a card either way. Oh, and we actually drew a Lucky Clover. So that doesn't do anything to our hand at the moment, but it could pay off later. Wildborn Preserver, end of turn. Untap, play Paladin, and then put 2 counters on the Preserver. That doesn't seem too bad. Or we could also just play Wildborn Preserver, swing in with everything, and then play Return of the Wild Speaker, and maybe win. Because they take 7, 5, 5. They take 17. If they block the Preserver with the Youthful Knight. Alright, they're playing a 3-3 Vigilance. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play, because I don't think they double block anything. I think they single block a couple things. I think I'm just going to play a Preserver here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to play the Swamp, I guess. I'm going to move into combat and attack. If they don't block, I think we just win. Alright, these can all resolve. And if they don't block, we might just play Paladin here if it's not lethal. I'm going to hold full control just in case. I don't want a glitch causing any problems. Alright, and we're going to go ahead here and make non-human creatures you control get +3/+3. So this would have been a lethal attack had they not blocked. And we're still getting the draw card off this, which is really good. Alright, and they just decided to concede. Not worth continuing. Alright, moving on to match number 3. Ooh, we got a Throne of Eldraine pack. We'll open that later. Ooh, I need to change my thing up here. Give me 1 second, everyone. There we go. I am so sorry about that. Ooh, that looks funny. Nah, oh well. Sorry about that. I was recording for the Content Creator Cup, which I am a part of. It's hosted by MP Numbers, and you should definitely go check out his channel over there. It's Creator YT, I think, is the YouTube channel, which the Content Creator Cup is hosted. It might be hosted on MP Numbers' channel. I'm not actually 100% sure. But I am part of that with 15 other creators. I am one of 16. And it's really cool. We basically get deck stipulations, and we get to play round after round of these different stipulations, and we're on teams, and then at the end of the event we count up everyone's points and see who is the, I guess, best content creator. I don't know if best is the right word, but yeah. Alright, this hand looks okay. We are on the play, so I think we're going to go ahead and keep this. We're going to go ahead and play Swamp and pass the turn. We're not going to use Smitten Swordmaster's ability because we don't have anything on the battlefield. Alright, and we have Puppet here. Enters the battlefield, scry 1. This could be an Artifact Matters deck. It could also just be that they want a chump blocker for a couple early turns, and eventually it can become a 1/1 by exiling it. So this is actually interesting, because if we play the Smitten Swordmaster next turn and attacked, they could actually exile the Puppet and make a 1/1 and then block and kill our Swordmaster. So I'm actually just gonna play Lucky Clover here, I'm pretty sure, and then hope to accumulate value over time. Oh, they have a destroy target artifact. Well, that's unfortunate. They would have had that early or later anyhow, though. And we can eventually get it back with Once and Future. We're going to go ahead and play the Smitten Swordmaster. We do have to watch out for that exile Puppet play, though, that we were talking about. We might want a Kenrith next turn on that, unless we draw a black source. We draw a green source. Yeah, I don't think we want our opponent making food every turn. I'm going to go ahead and green here and play Kenrith on the Savvy Hunter. Turn them into an elk. It's still 3/3, which kind of sucks, but it's a little less powerful. It's not creating food every time it attacks or blocks. This could just be a draw card, but I don't want to play just a draw card. I'm not going to get to attack here because of the 3/3, and we'll pass the turn. Hopefully we find a black source next turn. they found their black source, so we do have to worry about baked into a pie. Oh, we have giant skewer. Giant skewer. There is a black source, so we're going to go ahead and swing in here with Smitten Swordmaster. We're going to see here if they decide to... Oh, they decide not to. Interesting. I think we play Fable, Keeper of Fables. If they have the baked into a pie, it's a little unfortunate, but we do have Forever Young and Once and Future, so I'm not too worried about it. Ideally, we'd use this baked into a pie and then Once and Future. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the Savvy Hunter here. Savvy Hunter's attack. We are taking 5, but again, we're going to be able to bake into a pie at next turn. We'll go ahead and swing in with both. We're going to get the gain 2 life here, which is pretty good. We are not going to get the draw card, though, with Keeper of the Fable, because Smitten Swordmaster is, unfortunately, a human. It's a human knight, but because it's a human, it's not a non-human. Alright, we'll see here how our opponent decides to play. Hopefully they just have, yeah, outmuscle. Blowout. So counter outmuscle, make a food token. Ooh, that was really good. And now next turn we can Once and Future and get back either the we can get back 2 removal spells, or we can alright, we're gonna go ahead and swing in here. That was a very good blowout, I'm pretty sure, in my personal opinion. And we're going to get to draw a card here. Wow, that's insane. Our opponent choosing not to chump block. That's a human knight. I think I'm going to Once and Future this turn. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pass. Once and Future being an instant is kind of insane. Alright, there's Preserver. Why are they playing at instant speed? Is it because they want to equipped? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead Once and Future here. I think I just take Kenrith there as well. I apologize if there's any background noise. Unfortunately, I do have to be running my furnace at the moment because it is very cold. I think I just baked into a pie here and get in for 4. And then next turn, ooh, we drew a card. Unfortunately, it comes in tapped. Can't really play anything other than the Rose Thorn's Adventure, which is Seasonal Ritual. Seasonal Ritual. I don't know why I can't say that word. Alright, Fierce Stalker coming in here. If they have another land, it doesn't look like they do. So we're probably just going to make it a 3/3. Make it a 3/3 in attack. We also get the draw card here, which is good. They might just be chump blocking anyhow, so I might not have even had to use that, but I think it's fine. I don't think I'm going to win from this spot, like right this second, but alright, so they're going to go ahead and make a sack of food, draw a card. Not sack of food. Sack of food, gain 3 life, not draw a card. So I think I'm going to Acolyte here. Make a black, play Paladin. Pay Adamant. And pass the turn back. And now we have Baked Into a Pie, and we have Garruk's Wild Speaker. If we need to draw extra cards to find the answer we're looking for. If they don't have anything here, we just Baked Into a Pie the blocker and swing in for lethal. Yeah, we have 8 damage on board. They might have their own Baked Into a Pies, though. So, oh, they have Wolf's Quarry. That's actually a decent one. Interesting. So now how do I want to play this out? I think I can still... I think I can still win here. Because we Order of Midnight, play Order of Midnight. I guess I'm 1 short on the night package. They make a bunch of food tokens on these as well. And we don't have trample. I'm going to go ahead and swing in with both. See how they block. We can Bake Into a Pie something if they try the double block, and then we can just blow them out. I cannot speak today. Yep. So we're going to go ahead. Yeah, we're going to do that. And we're going to Baked Into a Pie the Witch Stalker, which is an elk. And we're still sitting at a healthy 18 life. I think here I'm just going to play the Acolyte. Yeah. Because it's a non-creature spell, or a non-human spell that we can draw a card with next turn if we need to. Or if we end up attacking in with it. It also, the Return of the Wild Speaker is a relevant card in this position. Alright, we have a Tree Folk. Now we do have one more Baked Into a Pie in our deck. I have to think about how we want to play this here. We can Witch Stalker, draw 2. It sucks because Paladin isn't... It's a human, so we can't pump it with Wild Speaker. I think I'm going to go ahead and search. Get a black source. Can we still win here? So I Order of Midnight. This might be wrong. Get back Sword. Play Order of Midnight. Deal 2 to our opponent. They have to double block this if they're going to block it. Otherwise, they just block, take 4. I think I'm 1 short. So I'm going to go ahead and play Swordmaster. We'll wait until next turn to attack. Alright, and they decided to concede here. Alright. We got some Mastery Orbs. Woo! Alright, we'll go ahead and jump into game number 3. One thing I am very thankful for is not running into a bunch of mill, because mill has been miserable to play against, and a lot of people have been pushing into the mill decks. I think people are bored of playing them. We go first. This hand's not terrible. It has a lot of powerful cards, but I think we're gonna mulligan because it's not. We don't have any threats. This hand kind of has the same problem. The cat's one of our better cards. Maybe we just put Forever Young on the bottom. Hopefully we can find our mana sources. Again, this is weird because our humans are... Fervent Champion. What the heck? This is going to be an aggressive matchup. We're going to go ahead and play the Order of Midnight. Yeah, we don't have the mana. That should have been another mulligan. Unfortunately, it would have been down to 5, but... Alright, let's see if we can find our 4th land drop. Let's see if MTG Arena is on our side or... Ah, man. That Revenge of Ravens would actually be really good right here. If we found our 4th land drop. One of the unfortunate... Oh, wow. Yeah, Fervent Champion boosts. Yep, this is just a red-black aggressive Knights deck. Whenever it attacks, you may... Oh, man, it's a tap source. I don't think we're going to win this one. A untapped non-human creature you control gets +1/+1 against trample. Oh, wow. So they just... So it becomes a 2 and then a 3 and then they're swinging 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win this one. I have to attack because I can't block with it. I think the only thing that would save us is maybe... Yeah, Revenge of Ravens doesn't do it. Why did that not work? You may tap and untap not... Oh, okay. I misunderstood it. Yeah, we have to play something here that blocks, but this has Menace. That has Double Strike. They're going to be getting in here for a ton of damage. Revenge of Ravens... gains us 4, I guess. I don't think we win still. I think we lose. Yeah, we go down to 3. Oh yeah, the haste guy. Yeah, that deck was insane. That's actually really cool to look at and see though. Yeah, go ahead, swing in with everything. I mean, you got this. You got the game. Go ahead. Yeah, we stumbled on our mana there in the beginning. We couldn't find the play, but they definitely found it. Yep, good game, opponent. Picking up our 2nd loss here. We're stumbling around gold. I don't play enough to hit Mythic. If I did and tried really hard, I might be able to get Mythic. I'd be at least stumbling around like Platinum. But I can talk for days on what I could do, but until I actually do it, it doesn't actually matter. Go ahead and play Witch's Cottage to start here. We don't want to get stumbled around on that that tap land issue again. Alright, we have another Knights deck, it looks like. Yeah, pass the turn. We might end up blocking here. This has Death Touch, but being able to preserve her, I think, is going to be fine. I think it's worth the trade. I don't think they'll have a response. We'll see. I do want to block. Alright, here's a knight from our opponent. I think I'm going to go ahead and play Revenge of Ravens here. And then next turn I'm going to play Paladin. Sure, we're going to get hit for 2 here. We're going to gain 1 and then get hit for 3, but same thing. Alright, there's a paladin from our opponent. Luckily, they weren't able to pay Adamant. We're going to try to get aggressive here. We're going to probably Tree Folk next turn. I think we just take the damage here. Oh wow, and our opponent just stumbling out creatures here. A second Revenge of Ravens is actually pretty good. We'll hold up a chump blocker. Yeah, I have this Forever Young, so I actually probably don't mind trading the Paladin for something. Our opponent, if they swung everything, takes 8. So that's also very relevant. We could get aggressive. So we'll see here how they choose to attack. Because if they attack with 1 or 2 things, we can just block. And then next turn, Forever Young. And if I actually get back, if I Forever Young and get back Preserver, I can actually play Tree Folk Druid on it. Not the Tree Folk Druid, but the Oaken Boon. Alright, they decide not to attack here. Oh wow, we just drew Fable Keeper. Maybe that's the better play. It's much better as a blocker. Hopefully they don't have removal spells. Hopefully Baked Into a Pie was pretty light for them, and then we'll see here. Part of me kind of wants to start attacking, but they'll probably just end up chump blocking with like their Shepherd of the Flock and their Knight. Oh, and we can put Preserver on top. I think that's worth it. Let's see. If they want to kill it, they have to block with 2 3/3s. If they want to kill this, they have to block with 3 creatures. I think I'm okay with that. Because we can just Forever Young and get it back. Let's see if they have Baked Into a Pie. I'm going to go ahead and swing with Keeper of the Fable. Again, they're gonna have to triple block if they wanna kill it. They could just chump block. Oh, they have the Death Touch ability. Alright, fair enough. Again though, I think we just want to play this Fabled Keeper or Forever Young and get it back. Put it in her hand. So they know kind of our next turn, like how it's gonna look. I'm going to play Fabled Keeper. Keeper of Fables, sorry. I keep saying Fable Keeper. I'm going to play Keeper of Fables and keep up Preserver. Our opponent, if they attack, takes 8. If they attack with everything. So it's not worth it. We gain 8, they attack, and then we can just Paladin. So these 2 Revenge of Ravens definitely holding our opponent back from doing much. They probably don't have enchantment removal. I think I'm going to attack because we have a 4/3. And I think we just want to whittle away the resources. I'll go ahead and attack. Because they're probably not going to want to trade. They're going to block with their Lonesome Unicorn and something else. That's fine. I'm going to kill the unicorn here. Does it give it a pump effect? Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, I stumbled into that one. I guess that's my own fault. I'm trying to get some damage through, though, so... maybe I should have blocked the knight, expecting a pump spell. Alright, here's another. Again, I don't see how they attack, though, is the thing. 24, 26, so they can't even... and we have, like, baked into a pies and things, so I'm pretty sure we're very much ahead of this game. I'm going to go ahead and play Preserver. Play the land, play Oaken Boon. Put 2 counters on. Take action. Eventually, our Wildborn Preserver is going to get too big for the board anyhow. Sorry for the background noise. My dog is trying to get comfortable. He's circling on the carpet, finding the comfiest spot, and now he is laying down. Eventually, I'd love to have a dog cam and then a webcam. And if you'd like to support that, check out our Patreon over on hi, buddy. Patreon.com. Oh man, they took the Truant Veil. That's alright. Unless they have a mass pump effect, I don't think they're gonna win. Alright, here's a Kenrith. I kind of want to play the Kenrith just to draw a card. What do we play it on? The Paladin? So it doesn't have Menace? Heck yeah. Pay Adamant. And now we have Giant Beanstalk. Oh, that's weird. I've never seen them. They're always so neat and organized when doing that. So what's left in our deck? 3 baked into a pies, a couple lucky clovers, a return. Yeah, so our deck's pretty loaded still. I'm going to just grab a swamp, I think. I'm going to go ahead and play the forest in case I need to crack this lucky clover. I mean, food. Wow, I was just looking at my lucky clovers and was thinking that. So we're going to get to play Giant, Beanstalk Giant, and then we're going to get to also pump our Preserver because of the amount of mana we have. So we want to keep playing our lands. We don't want to hold them hostage. Take action. Look at how fast this grows. It's now an 8/8. If I attack, they block, they triple block, and I kill 3 of their things. No, I think I just wait till next turn. I mean, we have an 11/11 and an 8/8, so I don't see how our opponent really gets out of this. Alright, now we're attacking. If they tried to, like, triple block or something, we can just return to the Wild Speaker. We can also just draw 11, which is ridiculous. I mean, they can't not block. This is lethal on its own. Alright, that's fine. You deal 5 to it. Alright, we're probably going to blow them out here. Hopefully. If they... Okay. I think this is just lethal now. Non-human creatures you control get +3/+3. Good game, opponent. Sorry, Offspring, you did not win that match. All right, so we jump up one. Ooh, we got another pack. We'll open these at the end here. It is sudden death. Every single match we play is sudden death, unfortunately, because we do have 2 losses at the moment. We'll see how far we get in this. Our trouble is against more aggressive decks. I think this is a fine keep. I think we just play the Smitten on 2. And then we can play the Acolyte on 3. I don't see a reason to wait. Get in here for 3. Alright, our opponent, 3 swamps. We are playing kind of an aggressive... We do have a little bit of an aggressive start. Alright, so here we're going to play the Oaken Boon on the Smitten Swordmaster and swing in for 4 lifelink. This was not originally how I intended when the deck was built, but it kind of worked out pretty well. We'll see if they have a removal spell for Swordmaster. If not, we have Baked into a Pie for any creature they play, and we can just get in for some damage. All right, there's a 3/5. If they're not gonna, yeah, if they're holding out the block, that's not gonna work here. We'll get in here for 6. And we'll see what they play this turn. Anything they play, though, if it's over 3 toughness, we can just... Oh, they're going to draw 2? Well, that's lethal. I guess they can survive at 1. Yeah, they're going to gain 3. Go up to 9. How do I make this lethal? I can make this a 5/5, 5, 6, 7, but then I don't have enough mana to Foreboding Fruit. We're actually 1 mana short. So I kind of want to hit him down the 2 and put pressure on him because then we can... Oh, wait. 4. Oh, no, we hit him to 3. Yeah, I guess we hit him to 3. Yeah, I guess the best play we can do from here is Giant Beanstalk and pass the turn. Alright. So... Oh, that's just... We got lethal now. Because we can Kenrith Transformation on our Acolyte. Yeah, that's fine. Because they tapped out. And now they block and take 3. Good game, opponent. Let's see if we can hit gold 2. We got to win 2 more games, though. We have 3 potentially the win here. We can get 2 packs. 2 packs and some gems. Let's see how we do. Green-black adventure. We had a really aggressive start there. I'm a pretty big fan of that. My phone is dying. Yeah, this is a keep. Let's go ahead and start with Witch's Cottage. Again, I want to be able to play this Paladin on 4 if I can, for Adamant. Let's go ahead and play Swordmaster. If our opponents have some removal spells, we have Forever Young, so I'm not too worried about that. Here's Witch. Tempting Witch. Unfortunately, we don't have a pump spell for the Swordmaster. Otherwise, we would be swinging in. For Bodying Fruit, they choose not to pay Adamant. I'm a little curious about that. I don't know if it was intentional or not. I think I'm going to go ahead and play a Forest here and pay Adamant for the Paladin. Maybe it was just a misclick on their part. I don't see why you wouldn't play for Bodying Fruit. Alright, there's Baked into a Pie. Alright, there's our Swamp. I could Forever Young here. I guess that's not terrible. Forever Young. I know it's just for 1, which isn't great, but they're not a mill deck from what we can tell, so it's not bad. And I want to keep the pressure on our opponent. Pressure which we don't have currently, but now we do a little bit with Paladin. Like, we didn't have anything to do with our mana anyhow, so Forever Young was just kind of a negate baked into a pie. Alright, we're going to go ahead and swing in here. Unfortunately, they have a Bot Naughty, which is a pretty good card. I kind of want to wait on the Order of Midnight. So, unfortunately, we're just going to pass the turn here. Yep. So we're gonna get. Ooh, we found a Baked into a Pie. So that's pretty good. Yeah, we want a Baked into a Pie here. And then we'll play this Swamp, and then we'll play Fate, get back the Paladin, and then play Order of Midnight. Yeah, that was a pretty good turn. Our opponent is at 14. Fairy Vandal here. Oh, that's Flash too? That's insane. I did not think that card had Flash. Alright, they draw a second card. It looks like they're mixing the food mechanic here with the draw mechanic, creating a very powerful deck. I can make a 4/4 here. Part of me just kind of wants to play Paladin though. Yeah, let's get aggressive here. Let's go ahead and put 2 counters on Order of Midnight. Let's go ahead and swing in. Alright, they're gonna triple block, I'm assuming. Or maybe just chump block. If they triple block, I'm fine with that, because I want to kill the Fairy Vandal. We don't have any creatures in our library. I think I'm just going to hold this Witch's Cottage. Oh my goodness, and another Tomb Raider. That's insane. Oh, they made us discard our Witch's Cottage. That's sad. We're going to go ahead and attack here. Question is, what do I want to attack with? They can triple block the Paladin if they want, but they also have to double block the Order of Midnight. And I think our blocks are more favorable. Alright, they committed to the Fairy Vandal block, so I'm definitely going to kill that. They get hit down to 4. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and play Tree Folk here. Unfortunately, we don't get our Order of Midnight. Alright, that's fine. Sack of food here. I don't think we have any abilities that we want that. Unfortunately, just flooding out. I'm going to swing in here with our Oaken Boon. Why did I say Oaken Boon? That's the Tree Folk. Alright, we're going to kill these here. And now, next turn, we can swing with Paladin and Acolyte. And hopefully be in pretty good shape. Alright, there's a Steel Griffin. Alright, we still have 2 Baked into a Pies in our deck. Part of me wants to keep the pressure on our opponent. I'm going to go ahead and swing in with Paladin here. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to kill the Steel Griffin. Hopefully I don't boost it. Alright, good. We'll end turn. Again, a lot of our graveyard recursion, unfortunately, is gone. I think we had 2 Witches' Cottages, Forever Young, and Order of Midnight, so we're not going to be able to get these back. But we do still have very powerful cards in our deck that we're just looking for at this point. I'm surprised they didn't crack the food. Alright, that's fine. Memory Theft hits nothing. They know the ghost is clear. Alright, Giant Skewer. That is a card. They're going to swing in here. Ooh, Transformation Elk. So I can make my creature a 3/3. We're gonna try. We're gonna get the draw card, which is the important part. They might have Didn't Say Please, because they did leave up Island Swamp. So we'll see here what their plan is. Why do you have 4 timers for reaction speed, but you only have like 1 timer for play speed? Is the timer for play speed longer than the timer for reaction speed? I was just curious, because it feels like if you're taking your turn and creating actions, the timer starts here and goes down, but then there's like one of these hickeys that, like a timeout counter. Is there 1 or 2? Oh, I'm petting my dog here. Wee, wee, wee. I know it's a fox, but it has very dog-like behavior. I'm making a 3/3. Let me make a 3/3. Alright, they decided to let me make a 3/3. I am going to get the draw card here. Our opponent's still trying to figure something out. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move the combat here and swing in for 3. They probably block. I'm gonna play Revenge of Ravens because that's not the worst one to get didn't say please. Oh, wow. It resolves. Alright, they're gonna go up to 6. I thought they had a counter spell. Alright, there's Sire. Sir Eleonora. Yeah, that's a good card, but... Ooh, and we hit Paladin. I'm going to pay Adamant. They know this is a forest, so there's no point in hiding it. I'm not going to attack because Sire Eleonora. Sire? Sir? It's probably Sir Eleonora. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, hit me for 6. Go down to 5. They can go up to 8, though, which is the one thing I have to be worried about or be careful of. They can move this giant if they want. They choose not to. Oh! This could be great. What do I grab here? Probably Forever Young and Baked into a Pie. Pay Adamant. Oh, this is really good here. Alright, so they did have a counter spell in hand that I was not aware of. Now I think I just swing with the team. And they have to block. They probably double block there and kill Paladin. Yep. They could triple block the Acolyte if they want. Yeah, that's fine. I think while they're tapped out, I'm going to go ahead and kill the Eleonora. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that she had... Ah, she's got that stupid giant ability. What's the giant, Frost Giant ability? I didn't realize that. Well, that's unfortunate. I would have played that like Baked into a Pie instead of the Forever Young. This turned into a grindy game. Our opponent's at a virtual 6. Yeah, with the food. Yep, they have a Forever Young of their own. Oh, and they're getting back the... You don't tell me the order. Yeah, and I have to bake into a pie here. I'm just gonna baked into a pie a Tempting Witch, which seems terrible. This is so much worse than I wanted it to be. And all we do is draw. Swing it with Smitten Swordmaster. We draw a forest. They might end up getting this. I think we misplayed a couple spots, and that's what's killing us here. Eleonora coming in. Hitting our opponent down to 5. Hitting us down to 9. We do have a food token here, though. Sure, we're going to lose 1. They're going to gain 1. Yep. We can draw 3 here. I think I'm fine with that. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell. Ooh, we can get them with the Reaper of the Night. And then we can play Witch's Cottage and get back probably Tree Folk. Alright, we hit an island. Oh no, we want Order of Midnight, and then we can get back something else. Alright, so we're pulling ahead here. And I don't think they want to swing in with Sire, because if they do, we can just double block. Interesting. They probably kill the Swordmaster. They make a food token. They play Knight. Excuse me, I have to cough. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and play our Knight here. Right? What do I grab? I want to grab Tree from... Yeah, I grab Tree from here. Hopefully they don't have another effect. Yeah, and I play out Order of Midnight. And pass the turn. I guess I could have Tribuned there. My bad. Is it 2 or fewer cards in hand? So their card does have flying. But then if we swing back, we also have flying. So they can gain 3, so they're at 7. And we're at 7. Oh, and they have flying. This doesn't work. They just killed themselves. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because now I just Tree Folk. We drew Baked into a Pie 2, which means we got it. Right? They can only block 2, and they both have flying. They tapped out, so they didn't have the food accessibility. Good game, opponent. Oh my gosh. That game was grindy, but a misplay from our opponent. We ended up getting it anyhow because we had Baked into a Pie because we could have dealt 8 and they could have only gone up to 7. But if they would have held up that Baked into a Pie still, what do we get here? We would have gotten it. We got a Beacon Bolt. Alright, we got 2 matches left. 1 to 2 matches left. These are all sudden death matches. This hand definitely looks good enough to keep. We would like some more swamps, but unfortunately we do not have that luxury at the moment. Excuse me. Oh, man. I don't want to lose to Mill. Man, oh man. We're going to play Swordmaster here. The greatest part against playing Mill, though, we have the Forever Young in hand. Alright, I don't think I'm going to swing in this turn. I think we're going to just pass and wait. We might draw like a land and an Oaken Boon. Is that... Am I saying that card right? The Tree Folk card? Ah, that's unfortunate. Witch's Cabin here. Go ahead and pass the turn. If we draw a land, we can play Keeper of the Fables, which is a pretty decent card. Our opponent might have Forever Young, so we definitely want to be wary of that. Oh, man. We're losing some good cards here. Alright, we drew a land. I think I'm going to play Paladin here in case they do have Didn't Say Please. I don't want to... Yeah, they probably do. Yeah, I want to try and keep my Keeper of the Fables around as long as I can. I'm going to attack and just see if it gets through. I know they're going to block. Like, this is... Oh, wow. Interesting. Probably have another Didn't Say Please. I wonder how many they drafted. They're probably just, Didn't Say Please. Didn't Say Please. We have 18 cards left in our deck, so we do have to be wary of that. Our opponent now playing Drawbridge. Still having mana up. Drawing Reaper of the Night, definitely a good start. Because they're not going to be able to counter it. Even if they counter the Reaper of the Night, the other ability is going to hit whatever card is in their hand. So. Oh, and they let it resolve. Oh, okay, they have a So Tiny. Oh, and we hit their draw 4. That was definitely worth it. I guess I play Revenge of the Ravens and play the Witch's Cottage and pass. There's nothing we can really do. I want Swordmaster in our graveyard. I feel like it's better in our graveyard than it is in... Unfortunately, they're not going to allow us the luxury of having it in our graveyard. They're going to swing in here for 5, I'm guessing, which I prefer. Because that hits them to a lower life as well. Oh, swinging in with the Overwhelming Apprentices did not do anything. Thank you, opponent. Alright, do we want to Forever Young this turn? Why they seem to be empty? I think we do. I don't know what order we want these in, though. We have black, green, green, green. I guess we probably want Fable Keeper on top. And just play our biggest creature. They don't get to see the order of this, right? I hope they don't. They can't really swing in anymore, I don't think. Ooh, they get the draw 4 on top. Yeah. It's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and play Reaper of the Night. I think I'm just going to put pressure on our opponent. Even if they triple block here, it's fine. We're going to get the kill. Yeah, they're going to have to triple block here, and we're going to get to kill 2 of their things. Yep, we're going to deal damage like that. Which is fine. I don't want to really... Like, drawing cards would be good, but I want to just keep pressure on our opponent. Pay Adamant. We get flying because they didn't do this in response. That's unfortunate for them. They should have done it before blockers. Oh, they can respond to the ability. Alright, fair enough for them. Maybe I should have put Order of Midnight a little higher. If they have it didn't say please, that's pretty unfortunate, but... Yep. So we lost our Order of Midnight as well. Oh, and another Revenge of Ravens. So I'm going to move the combat here and swing in for 8. If they double block, that's fine. How did they play another Wishful Merfolk? Yeah, they must have. I'll play the adventure card first because it gives us an extra mana. I'll just say green and then black. And then play it. And hopefully we can get in for lethal in the next couple turns. Revenge of Raven's going to stop them from being able to attack us, so unless they're going to be able to mill out the rest of our cards, I don't think they're going to get anything here. We're going to attempt a Baked Into a Pie. They probably have a Didn't Say Please. Yep. So another unfortunate turn of events. So we're going to get in here for 4 flying. Nah, I'm trying to figure out the Kenris transformation, when I should be playing it, and what I should be playing it on. I think I'm just going to wait and see if they produce a pretty hefty creature. Alright, there's a Wishkeeper, or a Wishful Merfolk. Ah, there's a Preserver. And that is flash, so I can react when I play it. So that's actually pretty good here. I think that works. Because they can't really attack. I'm going to attempt the Wildborn Preserver. I have 8 cards left in my deck. And they have to keep the Reaper of a Night, or they have to keep a blocker for Reaper of the Night. We got a Lucky Clover. That's unfortunate. Not very lucky. Alright, we're going to go ahead and play Kenris Transformation, I think. I think I'm just going to play it on the Acolyte. And see... Because our opponent can't counter anything anymore, I don't think, because then Reaper of the Night just gets in for flying. So I don't know if they can play anything here. I guess they'd have to wait until after Reaper of the Night's ability resolves. Because if they play a counterspell here, they just lose. We do get the draw card. Oh no! Once in future. That's so close to being exactly what we need. Yeah, we have the Lucky Clover. We'll see what they do here. They have to block the Acolyte and the Reaper, so I'm not too worried about attacks here. I think I just hit them to 1 and see how they respond. They probably block Acolyte with the Merfolk, and then they have to block Drawbridge with the Reaper. And now we have 2 Lucky Clovers and a Once and Future. So I'm going to be able to get back 2 things that are going to help us win. And unless they can produce 2 blockers here and keep enough cards in hand or find a flyer, I think we have this game. Unless they just have a random mill. Oh no, we have 2 cards left in our deck. I think we might draw. This Once and Future might actually save us. They might have us so tiny. Oh, we got it. Yeah. Oh, we hit gold too. Thank you all so much for joining us. Please, we have 1 game. This can be for it all or for nothing. Well, we don't get nothing. We get all this stuff, but I definitely want that. All right, thank you all so much for watching. I will be right back. Stay tuned for a few more minutes of content. All right, everyone, we are back for our last round or last match. This could be for 3 losses or 7 wins. Which is it gonna be? Is Black Green Adamant and Adamant and Adventure going to get there? Let's find out. After this, we will... Ooh, we're against Solo Krypton. Is this the hand that's going to win us the game? Heck yeah, it is. We're going to play Witch's Cottage in turn 2, Wildborn Preserver. And then we're going to play a Lost Legion, and we're going to find all the cards we want, like our Baked Into a Pies. And we are going to win this game. Our opponent is mulliganing down to 4? No, they're only at 5 right now. They mulligan twice. I saw the shuffle things back in. I really wish something would tell you, okay, our opponent went down to 5. We're going to grab a Witch's Cottage. Oh, opponent, you better not be playing Mill. All right, we're going to play the Forest. We're going to pass the turn. We're going to play Wildborn Preserver on their end step. All right, they're playing blue-red. This could be an aggressive deck. Ooh, the draw 2 card spell. All right, here comes Wildborn Preserver. All right, I'm going to play Legion. We want a swamp. So if we find a swamp... Oh, all right. We're going to put Witch's Cottage on the bottom. We found the swamp. We're going to leave the swamp on top because I want to play Paladin next turn and keep pressure on our opponent. Our opponent mulligan down the 5. We do not want to let up on this pressure. Oh, and our opponent just playing a Witching Well this turn. We'll see if they have any... 2 on the bottom. And it doesn't look like they have anything here. We're going to play Paladin. Attack for 4. We have the pressure on our opponent. Our opponent playing Mountain. They have the ability to draw 2, but we have the ability to swing for 8. And actually, our opponent does not know we have Return of the Wild Speaker. If they do not have it here, we might just be... Oh, no, they gain control of the human. I think I still move the combat and swing because we have the Return of the Wild Speaker. I am not afraid here. Alright, we're going to play Revenge of Ravens. We had the ability to get in for 10 there. I chose not to do it. Was that a mistake? Oh, they're going to animate Witching Well. Wow, our opponent not feeling fear in the face of this. All right, we're going to move the combat. Oh, my dog is making noise in the background. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give non-human creatures +2/+2. Killing Witching Well. Hitting Lost Legion. Oh, and our opponent concedes! We get the 7th win! Yeah! We hit gold 2. We got 7 wins. We came off a... Well, it wasn't an 0-2 start, so that was pretty good. Alright, what card do we get? We get Whispering Snitch. Alright. We claim our awards here. We have 950 gems in 2 Throne of Eldraine packs. We are going to go ahead and claim it. We're going to jump in. Actually, let's look at our mastery real quick. Mastery, I am currently level 25. If we go to the mastery tree, we have currently 2 mastery orbs. We're going to go ahead and get Slaying Fire, and we're going to get the aesthetics of that. Oh, we have to start with Sir Kara the Bold. We'll get her card art style, and then we're going to get Slaying Fire. Because priorities. I started with the blue. I got everything. Oh, I didn't get the last one. Oh, man. What am I doing? I should have got the last one. Did they just add these? No, they've had these. I don't know why I missed the Scion. Alright, whatever. I'll get all the red, and then I'll go back and get her because she's blue-red. There we go. Alright, and we're going to jump in and check out these packs. We have 6 packs to open. Pack number 1. We got a rare. What's it going to be? Oh, Outlaw. So Outlaw is a pretty decent card. Not terrible. I haven't found the right build for it yet. Ooh, this is an aggressive pack. And we have Charming Prince. Another really good card. Possibly modern playable. Possibly extended. What's the extended format? Historic. Possibly historic playable. We have a uncommon, common, and what is our rare? Ooh, we have an Ira. That's not a bad card as well. There's some black food decks running around playing her in the, the cat. And we have another rare. Oh, and we got a Love-Struck Beast. A very good card for the adventure decks that are currently running around in standard. Black-green adventure. Ooh, we're going to get a rare card out of this as well. Oh, and a Black Lance Paragon. There's some night decks running around. That is a good card in it. Throne of Eldraine, I have to say, is like the War of the Spark of Standard. It absolutely dominated Standard. Just like even M20. M20 had quite a few cards. I think every single Standard set they've had has completely shooken up the format. And it you might think it's a standard thing to happen, but in formats past, there's typically the shell of a deck is already established, and you add a couple good cards in it. Every format that's come out since War of the Spark, so we have War of the Spark, we have M20, we have Throne of Eldraine. Each one of those sets created new, completely structured decks within themselves. A couple decks sure stayed similar, but they still didn't, like, they went through a restructuring once those sets came out because the sets were so powerful and new things were being played. You had to play the latest and greatest. It's pretty good from a business standpoint also when you're structuring your decks like that from a design standpoint, because then people have to go out and buy the new cards. So people are going to constantly buy the new products because they need the cards to buy it. But let's look at our last pack. What is this rare going to be? Is it going to be a good one? Is it going to be a bad one? We don't know. What is it? It's a Hushbringer. Which, look at those lips. Those lustrous lips of the Hushbringer. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for hanging out with me on stream. If you're over on Twitch, please go check out our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/crocodilemtg. If you are on our YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button first of all. And if you're on Twitch, please hit that follow button. But if you're on YouTube watching this, please go head out over to twitch.tv/crocodilemtg and check out our Twitch channel. That way you can participate when we are live. This is early Saturday morning. We are currently live. And yeah, come hang out with us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you all so much. We just hit 300 subscribers, which is insane. I'm going to have a video coming out about the 300 subscribers very soon. We have a couple things to give away, which is going to be awesome. And thank you all so much for watching. Check out our awesome sponsors, manatraders.com. All our MTGO content, so all our modern, legacy, and standard content over on that platform. Mana Traders is the reason we're able to produce that. They're an awesome card rental service on the market. And go check them out. Use promo code Crocodile when you sign up, and you get to save 15% off your first 3 months. And also, check out our affiliate, Inked Gaming. They have awesome products. They have custom playmats, mouse pads, and more. You can save 10% on your order, and then the channel gets a little bit of your purchase as well. I think it's like 4%. So you actually save more than we're going to get on the channel. But go head over there and check out Inked Gaming for your mouse pads, your playmats. You can customize them. You can get already designed playmats. There's a bunch of awesome, cool products over there. Use our promo code Crocodile to save your 10%. We'll get 4% of that affiliate purchase, but you save 10%, and that's the important part. Also, check out our Patreon if you want to support us individually, and you can interact with us on a more individual basis with that. We have an awesome Discord. We're getting more people into it. We're still structuring it, building it a little bit, but you can become a patron and get instant access to that and help us develop our Discord and figure out exactly what you want to play. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. Also, I am part of the Content Creator Cup this year, so I am one of 16 other content creators on the competitor side. Go check out Mr. MP Numbers. That's MP Numbers, his YouTube channel there. He is hosting the Content Creator Cup, and I am so thankful to be there. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Please go hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. For your custom playmats, mouse pads, and more, head over to Inked Gaming. Use promo code crocodilemtg10 to receive 10% off your order. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons.